Et salut YouTube! De retour sur l'île du singe, l'île aux singes.
Shouldn't you be on your way to the scum bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
Si,
I was
si.
just about to head down there.
Aller vers les quais, aller vers l'intérieur de l'île. Le hibou!
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Ha! Ha! Ah là là. Le point and click, ça
Re-elect
manque.
Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
Elle est dure avec la dureté. Moi je suis dur. Planer le long des quais. Il y a un ratus. Attends. Est-ce qu'il n'y a pas un truc à ramasser, genre le bâton? Oh putain. Ah. Ah. On va aller faire demi. Si je vais vers l'intérieur de... Parce que là je vais passer devant une choc, j'ai pas envie. Pas tout de suite.
I just came from up there. I really need to talk with the pirate leaders before I
Ah
admire
merde,
the view.
j'aurais dû aller à l'intérieur du...
I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to. Some things never change. The scum bar will be here as long as there are pirates. Damn pirate wannabes. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
In the back. Oh là là, les vieux schlags du bord.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
Si quelqu'un l'a oublié, je le prends. Hein. À l'arrière du scumbar se trouve la cuisine. J'ai gagné un truc. Oh putain, heureusement que j'ai répondu juste. La place de la femme, c'est à la cuisine. Fâchez-vous comme vous voulez, je m'en fous.
Looks like a circus act. Maybe.
Yo ho ho. Merde. Ah merde, j'ai cliqué hors fenêtre. Pardon. Ah. La musique elle change. Ce n'est pas le conseil du pirate qui est censé être ici.
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders.
Get lost.
Je savais pas qu'il y avait un changement de direction.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Ce sont les trois vieux pirates qui avaient l'habitude de tenir une séance ici.
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an
Allez,
expedition?
donnez l'argent.
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
Who you think you are? Je suis Guybrush Threepwood.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, there was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
Je vais trouver le secret de l'île aux
I'm going to
singes.
find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
Bien sûr. Trésor d'une valeur monétaire incalculable, d'une valeur culturelle, ouais, c'est des gogoles. C'est un authentique mystère qui doit à tout prix être résolu. C'est une de mes passions personnelles, je tiens vraiment le... Est-ce que de l'argent ou mystère? J'hésite. Allez, va pour le mystère.
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Pourriez-vous au moins me dire s'il y a un navire disponible? Allez,
With
donnez-moi
backing,
les
I
fonds.
can work it out. It's a
Donnez-moi du soutien.
surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Mélée getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Pause, pardon. Pardon, c'était Lama.
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own.
Pleure pas,
Can't buy a
Guybrush.
ship? I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes.
Ah, on va aller voir.
I like the
Non,
old pirate leaders better.
on rentre. On va aller voir les vieux Stan. Oh, il y a une marque que j'avais pas vue. Il y a des marques de pisse, il y a un cadavre. Est-ce qu'on peut entrer dans les...
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Ah oui.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Toujours dans ce morceau, toujours dans le service public, à lutte contre le scorbut, scorbut dog. J'ai foiré notre anniversaire.
Yeah, I screwed up our anniversary.
Forgot the date?
Remembered the date, forgot an important allergy. She's fully recovered.
Well, tell her I say hello.
Oh là là, oh, il y a tellement de trucs. Les membres du conseil, ils sont cons.
Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Je t'ai déjà dit que je parte... Ah, l'inspecteur sanitaire, il y a des verres partout. Attends, on va parler
Did I
du
mention
singe,
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm thinking I'll steal one.
As far as I know, the only ship out there is LeChuck's.
Even better. Two birds with one stone.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh,
Inspector,
I can hear the health
attention.
inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old.
Ouh.
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey,
Alors, l'inspecteur sanitaire, si c'est resté, à mon avis, c'est qu'on va devoir
Will do.
voler un truc. De
active
d'éveiller.
little guys, aren't they? Looks like a mugshot.
Impressionnant certificat des services d'hygiène.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. Well, it's definitely a mop. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Bien sûr, on peut passer par derrière.
I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Hop.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. The plaque says, in memory of looming
pas la
seagulls
prendre.
of old.
Yeah.
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Will you advance me the down payment on a ship if I help you clean up?
Put that down before you hurt yourself.
What?
Clearly, there's a lot you don't know about mops.
Honestly, I think I prefer to keep it that way. Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. Joke never gets
En
old.
fait, non. Je peux.
Keep up the good work.
Il me fait
Thanks.
délirer.
Will do.
Il me fait stripper. Bon, bah on a une corde. On peut pas voler la serre. Est-ce
Are
qu'on
you
peut leur
sure I
faire
can't
parler?
persuade you?
Let's pretend.
Ouf.
I solve a lot of puzzles with my wits.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh.
En parlant de pirates. Oh! En parlant de pirates, oui. Je disais. Aujourd'hui, le 20 septembre 2022, c'est. Les spoilers de One Piece 1061. Ça va être une dingue. Bon. Est-ce qu'on va voir cet abruti de Stan?
Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
J'espérais de tout cœur que tu apparaisses. Hein, tu n'auras pas un... Voilà.
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Alors, il faut manger du citron vert si vous avez le scorbut. Ah, je veux que tu... Ouais.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you.
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Mais c'est du
Thanks. I'll
tuc.
try that. I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you
Ah,
say
ça y est.
bye first.
No, you say bye first.
Non.
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
Oh, j'ai combien? Ah.
Bye.
Bye.
Je pensais.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Mélée.
Je pensais que ça allait traîner, mais pas du tout.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. It doesn't look finished.
Tu veux pas le
It's
lire
Elaine's
quand même?
flyer about how limes
Fermeture prochaine. Oh
going
non.
out of business. This place is an institution. They're having a
Super.
half-off sale.
La maison de Mojo, on peut aller et
This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years.
l'armure qui sert à rien, juste un cadeau dans le. Si tu précommandais le jeu.
The International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome,
Guybrush.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
Par la recherche, je veux dire, ça fait des années qu'on s'est pas vu. Tu n'aurais pas une importante somme d'argent que tu serais prêt à investir. Oh putain, vas-y, donne l'argent.
I cannot give you what you wish. But perhaps I can help in another way. Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much.
Allez, c'est y part, le turfu.
The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open
Oh,
this book for
putain.
guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
Hints.
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon.
At this hour?
It is a midnight luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
Ouais, mais. C'est le jeu. Oh putain. Ah non, c'était merdé.
Well, if it isn't Frank, Fred, and Finn, how are you?
What you be talking about, boy?
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I mistook you for someone else. In a good way, I promise.
Aren't you that Guybrush Threepwood, what wants to be a pirate?
And you're the pirate leaders. I was looking for you.
Aye, well, we're not the pirate leaders no more.
Former pirate leaders is what we are.
Yeah, I already met the chilling trio who took your place. And your table.
Escaped with your life, I see.
Oh ça tient tellement à devenir pirate. Qu'est-ce que vous direz de financer mon expédition? Allez,
How would you like to
donnez-moi
back
des
my
sous.
venture to find the secret of Monkey Island?
The secret?
What a prize!
That's what I tried to tell those clowns in the bar.
They say the pirate that holds the secret can never be sunk, that the wind always fills his sails.
So you're in?
Alas, no.
Those days are behind us.
We've sold our ship and sunk all of the cash into our next venture.
Oh, nuts.
Wait. Didn't I hear that the ghost pirate LeChuck be going to Monkey Island?
Ugh, don't say it. I'm afraid I'm gonna somehow wind up going with him.
Ah, ils veulent vraiment que je parte tous avec le Chuck,
What
hein.
did you mean, wants to be a pirate? I've been a pirate for a long time now.
You may call yourself that, but remember the 3 trials.
I remember them. I was proud to complete them. I still talk about it sometimes. Ad nauseum, Elaine says. It's Latin for something.
Be that as it may, I don't recall us being presented with evidence as to the completion of all three. That were part of your instructions at the time.
Oh no, really?
'Tis true enough.
Listen, can this wait a little longer? I've got a lot on my to-do list right now.
It matters not. We've all of us moved on.
C'est quoi
Tell
votre
me about
nouvelle
your
affaire?
next venture. What is it?
'Tis a fish shop on the high street where the general store used to be.
A place for buying of fish and telling tales about the catching of fish.
We'll be open on the morrow. Be sure to stop by.
We'll give you the friend's price on the unpopular fish.
You said you don't have a ship? Where do you get your fish?
From reputable sources.
We'll give you an additional discount if you don't talk about that where people can hear you.
Pourquoi vous êtes installé ici plutôt qu'un
Why'd you pick
endroit
this corner instead of one closer to your fish shop?
The woman that lives above the shop location is doing a bit of haranguing today. We'll stay clear of her. Thanks very much.
Où je peux trouver un bateau?
Do you know where I can get my hands on a ship?
Nay,
Stands were the only place for ships.
they've shut it down and thrown the man into jail.
Afraid you're out of luck?
No ships. I wonder if I really should be trying to get on LeChuck's ship.
Oh, pardon. Putain, oui, on l'a vu dans les trailers qu'il était en prison. Oh, il va nous retourner le cerveau quand on va le croiser.
How is it that you're not the pirate leaders anymore?
Time in democracy, boy.
A lot of our supporters be dead drunk, or retired.
Our eyes be sharp and our judgments keen. But once she be labeled old school, that's all that gets seen.
The traditions of the three trials have become a joking matter in some quarters.
Dark times.
Aye, they even water the grog and mix it with fruit these days. Won't even strip the varnish off a deck.
I'll see you around.
Seems likely.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon.
Hey,
back shortly. Oh yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now.
Parce que je me disais...
Property
déjeuner de
foreclosed
minuit,
by
il est
order
11
of
et 10
Madison
heures.
Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
Encore un
The
de
note
notre
says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Salut.
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay. Aw, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Putain, on peut se barrer. Oh là là, oh là là, oh là là. Serrurier, ça servira à rien, je pense.
Welcome to my shop.
Hiya.
À mon avis, c'est pour...
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Je rigole, mais à mon avis, pour voler le bateau de LeChuck, il va falloir une clé pour le démarrer à tous les coups. S'il y a serrurier ici... Je sais pas, je le sens bien.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver. And please, don't touch the glass.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
C'est quoi?
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. I see
La
everyone in
blague.
that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely
c'est la
locks.
même.
If you have,
La même blague.
These are nice.
it's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet
Très
you.
dur challenge.
I'm Locksmith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Vous pouvez vraiment fabriquer des clés pour ouvrir des choses? C'est de la
Do
magie.
you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
Ça me paraît incroyable qu'il soit possible de faire un double d'une clé juste à partir d'un
It
numéro de
seems
série.
wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Et bah justement, on va voler le bateau de LeChuck grâce à ce numéro de série.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Oh là là. Qu'est-ce qui m'empêcherait d'utiliser le numéro
What's
de
to stop
série
me
de la
reading the
série?
serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Vas-y,
Can
prête.
I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My
No.
magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Who's the old
Est-ce
lady
qu'il a
in the
vieilli
window
là-bas?
across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
Vous connaissez
How well
bien.
do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
That seems
Kiffe les
enormously...
clés, hein.
Maybe. Depends on if you can close them again.
Tu veux rejoindre mon équipage?
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, you know, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down
Mais
there.
c'est le choc.
Tell me again about how to have keys.
You bring me the... It's pretty
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system.
Regarde, vous verrez, c'est cramé. Oh la prison. C'est cramé que je vais prendre le numéro de série du bateau de LeChuck pour me barrer. Putain.
Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
Oh
And
putain,
Stan.
ça y est.
Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice.
Je pars à la recherche du secret.
Big
J'espère qu'il va
news.
pas me...
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors.
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Bravo, hein.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here.
Oui,
It's
oui,
custard
oui.
night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Le numéro de série.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Sûr. Regardez
Watch your
comment
boots
il...
in here, son.
Oh,
It's
ça y
like
est.
a swamp. Without the
Regardez
clean
comment il
parts.
bouge son pied. Il est tout excité de nous parler. Ah, ça va être chiant.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Ça va être chiant.
Sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
On dirait vraiment la dégaine typique du vendeur de voitures.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Comment voler un
Any
navire
tips
de
on how to
quelqu'un?
steal a ship from someone else?
Oui.
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
bah
thanks, I guess.
finalement...
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
Oh putain.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
Qu'est-ce qu'on
What
t'accuse d'avoir fait
exactly
aux
did you
gens, pour les
allegedly
gens?
do for people that got you
Allez.
arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Mélée Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Oh là là, ça va... Putain.
It sounds like you should have been arrested
va être
several
long.
decades ago. I mean, why now, all of a sudden?
One word, jurisdiction. I was expanding my core business, you see, trying to provide ship owners with a variety of ship maintenance necessities. Sponges, barnacle scrapers, repair manuals, rudder tape, I had a whole line of products. I expanded my distribution to other islands all over the Caribbean. And that's when I ran into trouble. Some of those islands have different laws, you see, that might not seem so fair to men like you and me. They slapped me with a ton of paper, talking about things like standards of quality and consumer protection and environmental impact. They didn't understand that I wasn't really selling porthole wipers. I was selling happiness. And my customers were happy. They were perfectly happy right up until some clown with a briefcase came along and told them they weren't. It's a crock, son, and that's why it won't stand up in court. I'll be out before you know it.
Oh là là, il y a tellement de trucs. Il va nous retourner le cerveau.
Are you sure there's no way I can get a ship from you?
I'm afraid that's the case.
Nuts. It's starting to look like LeChuck's ship really is the only available ship on the island. Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Ah, ça se vide les commerces.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Okay.
Sure thing. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. See you later.
Yep.
C'était pas si long, hein, en fait.
How's your day?
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
LOL. Lolilol, quelle blagounette. Oh putain.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Défonce la porte. Est-ce qu'on peut la crocheter avec la plume? Pas du tout. Bah là c'est bon. Qu'y a-t-il par là? Est-ce qu'on peut... Ah oui. Oh putain. Bah là aussi ça va être... Coucou.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
Faut que je gagne. Regarde, insulte.
You should never have given up being Swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is, but there's room for overlap if you're creative about it. I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
No.
Lane can handle it. She doesn't need me.
I don't doubt that, but it isn't about what she does or doesn't need. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
L'île aux
I'm looking for the
singes.
secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Bah, je sais, mais il me faut un bateau.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Oh là là.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Vas-y, on
Not
balance.
the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
Mais oui,
I
mais
think you're
c'est celui
talking
de
about the
Chuck.
Chuck ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Ah, on peut se balader tranquille. C'est bien.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Edgy.
Non, 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 le
I
lis
tried
pas.
to read that once, but I couldn't finish it.
Merci.
Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that.
Mais vous êtes
You
obligé
never
de parler
brought
avec
back the
l'épée.
last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last. You never even.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Si je vais passer un peu les dialogues parce que ça me
Can I
rend
borrow
fou.
a book?
Je peux t'emprunter un livre? Ouais, j'ai oublié.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
It's a lot of work being governor. I like your stuffed, get...
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Tip top. Est-ce qu'on peut pas l'ouvrir ce sac à puce?
It's soft and extra
Oh.
fuzzy.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I've always
Non,
thought that...
non, non, c'est bon. Allez. Alors, poste de guet. Chantier naval. Ah, la rue basse, la rue haute. Pas du gouverneur. La forêt. Oh putain. La forêt, on va se perdre. On va au chantier naval. Faut récupérer la brosse à dents à dents.
Wow, it's worse than I imagined. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. It's a dried up old sea sponge. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
Alors, comment on va récupérer sa brosse à dents?
This used to be such a bright, cheery place. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? Warning: the dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Fermé?
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Non mais sérieux les gars, vous êtes tous en train de bouffer là. Ouais, je peux pas aller dans la forêt, j'ai pas la carte. Bon bah on va voir le bateau de LeChuck. Hein. Ça me plaît pas vraiment.
Expedition to Fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Rien de plus senior.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Oui.
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated?
I thought so.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
How about
Oh,
ship
médecin,
surgeon?
bien sûr.
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Bon, on va
Maybe
être
Swabby's
tous.
not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop.
Ah
Got a
putain.
mop? Job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
J'ai pas vu un John Smith quelque part. Guybrush, allez.
Yeah, that's what I thought. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it.
putain.
In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm afraid I can't hire you after all.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop. Hey.
Threepwood. I shouldn't even be talking to you.
Can I be on your ship if I change my name?
Only if you also change your face. Sorry.
C'est vrai aussi.
Hey.
What is it?
Je pensais qu'elle allait dire je suis.
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Hey.
What is it?
Are you sure?
Just looking like sorry.
Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
Ah, c'est là que les embrouilles commencent.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Mais voilà, YouTube, merci, c'était sympa. On va sauvegarder. Petite visite de l'île. Et on verra la prochaine fois ce qui se passe. À la prochaine, au revoir.